Probably the most confusing part of selling on Amazon is deciding which product to sell. And that's exactly the question that I'm going to be answering in this video. And if you keep watching till the end, I'm also going to show you exactly which top 3 categories you should be selling on Amazon in the UAE right now. So let's get started. Let's get started with my favorite part of anything related to Amazon. Let's get started with the numbers. 8.3 billion US dollars. That's how much the e-commerce market in the UAE is projected to reach in 2025. 57%. That's the number of consumers in the UAE that have purchased a product online in the past 6 months. This is a huge number, and mainly because everyone here uses the internet, so internet penetration is high. 12.2%. That's the average annual growth rate of e-commerce in the GCC region. Certainly, we're looking at an incredible growth rate from 2020 expected until 2025. So if you're not excited about selling on Amazon or anything related to e-commerce in the Middle East, in the GCC area, particularly in the UAE and Saudi Arabia, I'm not sure why not, because the numbers certainly don't lie. With that being said, before we dive into the categories, the top 3 categories of e-commerce products, pros and cons about each category and what you should be selling on Amazon. If this is your first time watching a video on this channel, hi, my name is Crystal and I'm the founder of Amazon Sellers Society and Sellers Society. We are a certified Amazon service provider and we support sellers just like you on Amazon right here in the Middle East, Amazon UAE, Saudi Arabia, as well as Egypt and Turkey. Feel free to reach out to the team if you're looking to launch products or if you're having problems and you're looking to grow your business on Amazon and you need some expert help and support. You can reach out to us and book a call on our website www.assmiddleeast.org. Also consider joining our free school community, Sellers Society VIP, where you can be part of our e-commerce community right here in the Middle East, and you can have access to exclusive content, exclusive masterclasses, as well as exclusive Q&A sessions with me. All details in the description box of this video. Look, the 3 categories that I'm going to be telling you about today are the most popular 3 categories in e-commerce and on Amazon. But there are some pros and there are some cons to each category, which I'm also going to be talking about. Let's get started with category number 1. You probably guessed it, electronics. What are the pros? Number 1, electronics have huge demand. Of course, electronics and electronic accessories have become part of our everyday life. Number 2, high profit margins. Yes, very high profit margins when it comes to electronic products. Now here comes the cons. Intense competition. This is a very competitive niche or category on Amazon and in e-commerce in general. Number 2, complex products. Probably high return rate as well. Unfortunately, the product might be, there are a lot of issues with these products. It might be that the customer doesn't know how to use them, specifically is that they're very new technology, or they're prone to having defects and faults, and you're going to have probably an issue with returns, and you're going to have to figure it out. Of course, the 3 categories that I'm going to be talking about, some of the categories, they do have additional requirements for you to sell on Amazon. I'm not going to dive into that part of the formula, and I'm not going to use that as a con, but also be aware that electronics certainly have additional requirements from you as a seller in order to sell on Amazon. Category number 2, fashion. Yes, fashion is the number 1 e-commerce category in the UAE. So this is not only a very popular category on Amazon, it is number 1 in the entire country. Let's get started with the pros. Number 1, a diverse target market. You can sell so many different apparels. You can sell luxury items. You can sell beachwear. You can sell loungewear. There's just so much stuff that you can sell all under the apparel category, which makes it a great mass market type of category. Number 2, brand loyalty opportunities. Yes, I'm sure you purchase from a certain brand and you tend to be loyal to it because, it fits great, you're used to it. So apparel and fashion is a type of category that you can really build this type of loyalty with your customer base. What about the cons? Number one, size and fit issues. It's very difficult to try to explain online using a few images, maybe even a video, as to what is the exact fit of the garment. Hence why it's sometimes where customers aren't really happy. They purchase something, they think it's a certain fit, it doesn't fit, it's not the right size. You know what I'm talking about. Obviously, that's going to lead to a very high return rate as well. Number two, seasonal trends. Fashion is in and of itself. Apparel is a seasonal type of product. Yes, of course, here in the UAE, the weather is always beautiful. In summer, it is quite hot, but it's always summer. That's true, but still, fashion has a lot of seasonality and people do tend to be bored if you're just selling one item. So there's always new launches and new releases that you need to do just to keep people excited and interested. And of course, that becomes a lot of work and a lot of capital required to invest in that type of product. Let me know in the comment section below if you guessed the first two categories and what might be the third category. Before I tell you, can you guess? Type it in the comment section below. Category number 3 is health and beauty. Such an incredible category. The pro number 1 is that this category is growing in the region here at an incredible rate. So much demand specifically for beauty products and skincare products. Number 2, we love this word, and it's recurring purchases. This is a product where it is difficult to acquire a customer, but once you acquire that customer, and if your product performs exactly like it should, you can retain that customer and get them to repurchase the product over and over again. Let's talk about the cons, because there's never a pro without a con. Let's balance it out. And number 1, it's regulatory requirements. I know I said in electronics, it's also regulatory requirements. I didn't want to go into it, but this is a real category that does have a lot of regulatory requirements because these are sensitive products, meaning if you want to import them into the UAE, there are certain regulatory conditions and details and regulations that you need to abide by, and certainly on Amazon as well. And number 2, branding and differentiation. Of course, this is a category that's very much dominated by all the well-known brands that spend millions of dollars on advertising and branding every single year. It is quite difficult to compete, and you need to have a really solid brand and a really solid message in order to compete. Remember, this is not just any product. This is a product that people are going to use on their skin, or maybe if it's a supplement they're going to ingest. So it does really need to look like it's a great product, because people really need to feel confident before they purchase the product. So let me know what you think. I'm actually very curious to know if you agree about these 3 categories, or if you think there are better categories in the UAE, and of course, in particular on Amazon. Now, if you want to watch some more videos, I think this video would be perfect for you. As always, I'll see you in another video with more information. Bye.